Hello my fibers and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a shirt using a fat quarter of 100% cotton fabric. This is one of the easiest fabrics to work with and I highly recommend it for beginners because it's easy to draw on and easy to mold. So let's get started. You'll want to begin by tracing your templates onto the wrong side of the fabric, taking care to ensure the pattern is lined up the way you want it on the shirt. I prefer to use Sharpies over fabric markers because they stick better and it's a lot easier to apply. Some of them bleed through and I like this too because it helps me see where to sew on the other side. It's mostly invisible after we put it all together. Take care when you're drawing for the back of the shirt that you separate the two halves to leave a gap to install a zipper, velcro, whatever you prefer. And I mark on the center line to ensure the pattern remains even. Use a ruler to connect the two pieces to guarantee a straight edge. I briefly debated turning the sleeve to fit better on the fabric. Before doing so, I checked it wouldn't disrupt the flow of the pattern or make a difference in how it stretched. In the end, it made no difference. Once you've traced all your pieces onto the fabric, begin cutting them out, leaving a quarter of an inch for seam allowance. If you're using a fabric that tends to fray easily, give a little more. If it has little to no fray, you can use less, just make sure you leave enough to fold over to create a seam. When you're done, all your pieces should look like this, creating a front, two back halves, and the sleeves. We'll begin by sewing all raw edges. Starting with the two back halves, you're going to want to seam along the collar, down the back, and along the bottom. If you can't see your lines on the other side, just retrace them until it bleeds enough to be seen. If you'd rather use a push pin, that's another very effective method. The only lines you need to see on the other side are the neckline, down the back, and along the bottom. Fold the fabric along the seam and press gently. Cotton is good about holding shape once folded. Being able to mold the seams like this helps keep them straight while sewing. Again, a push pin would do the same thing. Now it's as simple as sewing along the edges. I prefer to use a straight stitch. When you get to the corner, stop a little beforehand and fold down the seam line along the back, molding it into place. Then resume sewing to the edge and continue down the side. This results in clean corners. Now take a small or fine pair of scissors and make teeny cuts along the collar to release tension and help it lay flat. Take care not to cut your stitches. And now repeat for the other side. For the front, hem along the collar and the bottom edge. Once again, make tiny cuts along the collar to release the tension. For the sleeve, hem only along the bottom edge. Do this for the other one. Now we can begin assembly. Starting with the two back halves, we're going to attach the zipper. I use an all-purpose zipper. Start by taking one half and lining it along the track of the zipper, as close as you can without risking pushing your needle into it. Then, stitch along your hemline. When you get to the end, stitch several loops around the track to create a new base. This will prevent your zipper from sliding clean off when we cut it to size. And then repeat for the other side. Fold your fabric out of the way and cut the zipper to size. I cut diagonally to help hide the extra and keep it looking clean. Cut the tabs at the top in the same manner. Next, with good sides facing together, we're going to stitch the shoulder lines together. This area will receive a lot of tension, so I normally make teenier stitches to increase strength. Now it's time to attach the sleeves. For me, this is the hardest part because of all the maneuvering it takes to keep the edges lined up. But it's critical to ensure the sleeve goes on straight and lines up evenly. This area also receives tension, so at the peak where it joins with the shoulder seam line, I make smaller, tighter stitches. Now repeat for the other side. Fold the shirt inside out and stitch along the side and the sleeve, keeping the marked edges lined up. Repeat for the other side. Gently turn the shirt inside out, taking care at the sleeves and shoulders so you don't pop stitches. And you're done! Thanks for watching, everyone, and if you enjoyed the video and would like to see more like it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.